You're watching Newsday TV. Thanks for joining us. I'm Ken Bufa. A Bellport man has pleaded guilty to raping a 14-year-old girl from Patchogue. The girl's case was the focus of a Newsday investigation. 21-year-old Kevin McDonald admitted to having sex with the girl last December. She went missing for 25 days and was eventually found on a yacht at a marina in Islip. Overall, 23 people in 2 states have been charged with crimes related to the girl's case. Police recovered the body of a second kayaker who went missing near Shinnecock Bay. Police found 25-year-old Aaron Montemarano's body late this morning, capping a 3-day search. Montemarano went out in the water with Shane Garcia Saturday. Garcia's body was found Sunday night. And President Trump says the government will partially fund SNAP benefits despite the ongoing government shutdown. The decision follows judge rulings to keep the food and program running. About 160,000 Long Islanders depend on SNAP. The program costs the federal government about $800 billion a month. And starting tonight, construction will shut down part of the Northern State Parkway. A repaving project will close the westbound side of the parkway overnight for about 3 weeks. Road work will take place between exit 37A and exit 33. And a new study claims tobacco use among middle-aged and older people is holding steady. This despite large drops in smoking over the last 60 years. A new report by the American Cancer Society says e-cigarettes are still popular. More than 6,000 New Yorkers are expected to die from lung cancer this year alone. All right, let's take a quick look at tomorrow's weather. If you were out today, it was absolutely gorgeous, and tomorrow we're getting more of the same, but there will be some wind. As you can see, we will be sunny pretty much all day. Temps near the 60s. Of course, we'll have that 7-day forecast for you later in the broadcast. Tomorrow is Election Day. There's no contest for 2 seats on the Suffolk County this election day, but Democrats are trying to win 2 of the top offices in Nassau. Virginia Huey begins our LI Votes team coverage.
The way the county's being run is a circus, and Bruce Blakeman doesn't know what he's doing.
Seth Koslow of Merrick is the Democratic challenger trying to unseat Republican incumbent Bruce Blakeman in the race for Nassau County executive. Koslow says the cost of living has soared under Blakeman's leadership.
As county executive, I'm going to get rid of those no-bid contracts and get rid of all that legal spending we don't need.
Koslow also promised to end the county's partnership with ICE and disband Blakeman's militia, which is comprised of gun-licensed civilians.
It's illegal through and through. We have no information about it. There's no need for it.
Blakeman's campaign spent millions on TV ads and mailers, some accusing Koslow of writing a paper that said women want to be raped.
It's not true. I don't believe it. It's not my own words. And it's just a distraction because he has nothing to say for the fact that the last 3.5 years, crime's gone up.
Democrat Joseph Schnablo of Garden City is in the race for Hempstead Town Supervisor.
We're running on decency, honesty, and transparency.
A state judge recently found the Hempstead Town Board broke the law by failing to give residents a 24-hour notice that it was installing John Ferretti as supervisor to replace Don Clavin.
What it shows is they will do anything to maintain power, even if it means muting the voice of the people.
A Marine combat veteran, former NYPD officer and Queens prosecutor, Schnablo says he'll fight for a government that works for the people.
All these insider deals with their political insiders, we're going to return all that money back to the taxpayer.
Reporting for Newsday TV, I'm Virginia Huey.
Comparatively, this is a very non-competitive year.
Political consultant Mike DeWidziak doesn't expect high turnout in Suffolk County this election. He points to a lack of excitement at the top of the ballot, with District Attorney Ray Tierney running unopposed on the Republican line and Sheriff Errol Toulon running unopposed on the Democratic side. DeWidziak says Republicans are looking to hold on to and possibly even flip 1 or 2 seats.
I'm cautiously optimistic based on the response we've been getting from the voters.
Suffolk Republican Party Chairman Jesse Garcia says supporters have been stepping up canvassing this year. But with the lack of competitive races at the top of the ticket, some say they're mixed on whether they're even voting.
It makes me frustrated, it makes me sad, it makes me discouraged. But I'll vote.
Not interesting. I really don't have anybody in mind who I'd vote for, personally.
Dwidziak says there are some parts of the county in play this year, including the 5th legislative district.
That's an area where Republicans have started to do better and better.
The 5th has Democrat incumbent county legislator Stephen Engelbright up against newcomer Laura Andrus. And Garcia says in the 16th, former Huntington Town supervisor and state assemblyman Chad Lubinacci is making a strong run at Democratic incumbent Rebecca Sannon's seat.
He's a known name with a known record that the people have trusted, and I think that that's probably the first one we're going to have over the line on election night.
But Dwidziak cautions that during slow elections, small numbers can tip the scales either way.
There's always races where there could be a surprise.
Andrew Enger, Newsday TV.
Now to read more about the candidates running and see Newsday's exclusive Long Island Voters Guide, go to Newsday.com, click Get More below the Newsday TV video box. And efforts to revitalize Nissequogue River State Park have stalled, but advocates are not giving up. It's a story you'll see only in Newsday.
A really important milestone took place a couple years ago. The New York State Parks approved what's called a master plan for the park, which is essentially getting all the constituents to agree on what it should look like in the future. Still a lot of cleanup and things that need to get done to reach that vision or that goal of the master plan, but at least we have a plan now in place that we can start to follow to make it a reality. It means a lot. There's a lot of history here. People initially moved to Kings Park to service the patients at the hospital. There was at one point 10,000 people that serviced this hospital, both patients and staff. I would say that the community was built around this hospital. There are still, I believe, over 40 buildings that are still on the property that are probably not salvageable. Part of the master plan, they're going to be removed. So there's still a lot of work to do. We're always fighting for grant money to get more attention from New York State to budget more funds to get it cleaned up and to put that master plan vision in place. We hear from people all the time that used to work here and now come back to visit. Now that it's a park and we have a plan, long term, a lot of people feel really good and look forward to that day where we can, take advantage of some of this, really pristine property.
Out East with Doug Geed is brought to you by EastEndGetaway.com. End up here.
Vineyards are a common sight on the East End. If you take a drive out here, you'll see lots of farms, from cornfields to sod farms. I'm Doug Geed, out east for Newsday TV. And there's one farm that people drive to from as far away as Brooklyn and Queens, but not for what they grow.
The house was built 1873, before electricity.
It's an old school farm with a name that stumps everyone who sees it on their sign.
It means brown house.
T means brown?
No, T means house.
Okay.
Clue, it means brown.
Okay, and where does that K sound? That always confuses me.
I know, just double L, clue.
The language is Welsh. Liz Wines grew up on a farm in South Wales, a farm she says is very much like the one she, her husband, and son run today here in Riverhead.
My father had cows and chickens, and we grew vegetables.
And cows and chickens and vegetables are what you'll find here at T. Llwyd. But what brings in customers from many miles away is the milk their cows produce, raw milk.
Raw milk is milk that has not been pasteurized.
Right from the cow, the milk is immediately cooled and then bottled.
But pasteurization destroys all the live enzymes and a lot of healthy properties in the milk. And the flavor. The raw milk tastes so much better.
The people hearing that will also say, well, pasteurization also kills bacteria, right? I mean, right?
Well, yeah, good and bad.
The farm is licensed by New York State Ag and Markets, which conducts monthly inspections, but the family admits it took a while to get people to buy their raw milk.
We had the one cow, and when he started, we used to dump a lot of milk. We put it on the vegetables as good fertilizer.
But nowadays, the milk isn't thrown out, it sells out. They now have about 24 cows that are milked once in the morning and once at night. They produce about 40 gallons of milk a day, a supply that doesn't meet the demand.
We sell out a day ahead a lot of days, and we have to spend a lot of time on the phone telling people we're sold out. Sorry, we don't have milk today.
It reminds me of the milk we had as kids.
Kathy Jensen drives more than an hour from her home in Roslyn Heights to buy the milk regularly. She admits many of her friends are leery of unpasteurized milk, but she says she's never had any issues.
You have to shake it up because there's cream on the top. It tastes like real whole milk. I love it. It tastes good, and I think they've been doing this for a very, very long time, so it seems to be awfully safe.
Eggs are also a big draw here.
We have about 800 laying chickens right now, I think.
They produce about 45 dozen brown eggs a day. They also grow vegetables, some of which are stored and sold over the winter, such as potatoes, sweet potatoes, and Brussels sprouts. So even in the dead of winter, you can get fresh vegetables.
We're open all year round because the cows keep milking and the chickens keep laying eggs. They don't take a day off, so neither can we.
In Riverhead for Newsday TV, I'm Doug Geed.
All right, let's take a closer look at your 7-day forecast. Again, we should have a nice day tomorrow, but we will be dealing with that wind and it's staying with us throughout Thursday. Temps just around 60s, if not mid 60s, and it looks like we're gonna have a washout for the weekend. Hopefully that changes, but here it is, your 7-day forecast.
Long Island weather is brought to you by PTRC. Newsday has complete coverage and in-depth analysis of the races affecting Long Island, interactive voter's guide to all races in Nassau and Suffolk counties, and regular updates from Newsday TV with live results after the polls close at newsday.com/LI votes.
Now for more on the stories you've seen here today, head over to newsday.com. Click Get More below the Newsday TV video box. I'm Ken Buffa. More news coming up.